Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back to week number 4 of the Dividend Growth Investing Case Study. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, this is an investing case study where basically every single week I provide you guys an update as we build out a Canadian-based dividend growth portfolio completely from scratch to where we want it to be, which is probably going to be around 6 figures. So in these videos, I basically do portfolio updates. I show you guys what stocks I'm buying, and in every single video, we try to focus on some aspect of dividend growth investing. So over time, if you guys are watching this series, you can see the whole process, you can see how things go, but you can also slowly learn things over time and become a better dividend investor. And if you guys enjoy these videos, you can do me a big solid by remembering to subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you guys enjoy the video, smash the like button. And for those of you who want to get started and follow alongside with me as we build out this case study in this portfolio, there are links in the description of this video. You guys can sign up to Wealthsimple Trade, set up your own account and build your own portfolio alongside with me. Or you guys can also check out Blossom Social. Blossom is a free app you can download and you guys can see all my stocks. You can see all my holdings and everything on there completely for free. Link in the description of today's video. All right guys, we're going to start the video off by doing a quick little portfolio update. So we'll do a portfolio update and then I'll show you guys what stocks I'm buying. And then we're going to be talking about rebalancing and balancing out the portfolio because this is something that's going to happen as you build your portfolio out over time. So let's do a quick check on the markets and let's see how stocks are performing as of lately. So the first thing we do really quickly is going to be the portfolio update. So I do apologize at the time of doing this video. I am a little bit stuffy. I had a little bit of a head cold the past couple days. So my voice is a little bit stuffed up here. So I do apologize about that, guys. I am feeling better, kind of at the tail end of things. So it's getting better, but still, you know, a little bit more those stupid symptoms in there. But I'm sure it'll get better as time goes on. I'm already starting to feel better, so it's always a good thing. The big trick here is just getting a little bit more rest and stuff like that, and I'm sure I'll be back to normal. But here's the account here. So obviously we're building up the dividend growth portfolio with the RRSP. That's the account we're using to build our Canadian-based dividend growth portfolio. And here's the RRSP. So, you know, obviously it's the beginning of the portfolio. There's not too much to talk about here. All time the portfolio is down about 0%. That's negative 0.57 cents. But that's expected. You know, as we build up the portfolio, as we add more stocks, it's going to grow as the markets basically trend upwards. We'll see that increase, but for now, obviously in the short term, we'll probably see more negative and more in the red than in the green, and that's just kind of the way portfolios work when you first start building them. And if we go down inside the portfolio, we have 3 stocks here. We have Alimentation Couche-Tard, CNR, and then TD. ATD is down a little bit, negative 1.23%. CNR is up 2.62%, and TD Bank is about 0% here. So our stocks are kind of about even, some up, some down. And going into the last week recap, I'm going to bring up the TSX sector map so we can kind of see what stocks are doing good and what industries and sectors did better than others. This is for last week. So this isn't really coming into the new week, so just kind of keep that in mind. But we've seen quite a bit of mix here. Some sectors did really well, some sectors didn't do so well. The big ones is energy. A lot of the energy and utility oil companies have actually done really well. Imperial Oil and Suncor up 5-6%. The railroads obviously did well. CNR did release their earnings report recently, so you guys can check that out if you guys want. But CNR, CP, nice little increases, and then as well as some of the industrial companies doing quite well. Some of the ones not doing so well would be the utility companies. A little bit of a dip here. Financials, most of the banks went down a little bit, nothing too crazy. Just kind of sitting about neutral for the most part. Some of the telecommunication companies, obviously TELUS has had a bit of a downfall recently. A lot of interesting takes on that stock, but I think a lot of people right now are seeing it as buying opportunity. I'm not buying too much of it right now because it's not my focus, but I do own it, and it probably is a good time to buy the stock. And the other sector that went down quite a bit here is going to be the consumer defensive stocks. So that's the Loblaws, Metro, Dollarama, Winners, different things like that, George Weston. So all these different stocks that have went down quite a bit there. You know, I guess ATD in our portfolio would kind of hit that mix. We've seen a little bit of dip there, but just a quick little recap on some of the stocks here and basically what the market's been doing over the past week. So here's a quick little visualization of our portfolio so far. So obviously one of the goals with our portfolio is to set up a 5% allocation for each stock and basically have an equal holding, at least as we're kind of building things out. Then over time, maybe we can adjust things. So right now, that's looking at about 5% each stock. That'd be 5% for ATD, 5% for CNR, and then 5% for TD Bank. And that's what we're going to focus on. We have this huge cash balance. Now, obviously, this is just basically the empty space in the account. As we add more stocks and we grow the portfolio, that cash value will go down and the rest will go into these allocations. But one of the big things you notice here as we've been buying stocks, and this is naturally what's going to happen with a portfolio as you grow it over time, is you're going to kind of fall a little bit off balance, right? You might have $50 to invest this week, might have $200 next week, you might buy a little bit more of one stock or the other. So it gets a little tricky to kind of keep the targets going and to kind of keep them balanced. So, and you can already see, like in our portfolio, this little blue line here on passive, a tool that I'm using, is this is where we want each one to be. So obviously we have some of the holdings are a little bit more than what we want them to be. So the focus in today's video is going to basically be about rebalancing the portfolio and kind of managing that juggle that we always have to do with keeping the stocks basically in the same allocations, and kind of just coming to the fact of understanding that you have to always rebalance your portfolio, and it's kind of like an ongoing thing that if you're going to manage your portfolio yourself, you always have to do. So at this point in the video, we're going to go inside our portfolio and I'm going to show you guys what stocks I'm going to be buying. So we'll go inside the RRSP account. And once again, our focus today is on rebalancing. So we're not really focusing too much on buying any new stocks. In fact, you won't be adding any new stocks inside the portfolio. We're just going to kind of be looking at our current holdings and try to bring them to be a little more balanced. Now, again, we could use a tool like Passive, which is a little bit more fancier, but the easy way to do this, especially when you're first starting out, is just look at the total value of each holding. So we have $147 of ATD, right? We have $51 of CNR and then $50 of TD. So what we could do today is take the $100 that I basically put inside my RSP, and we could put $50 into CNR, $50 into TD, and that would help us bring the balance to be a little bit more closer. It still wouldn't be perfect, and you know what, you don't have to be perfect with this. You're just trying to basically get close to that target, and it's gonna always never gonna be perfect, but you'll kind of get there, and over time you're just kind of gonna be balancing things out in a simple and easy way. The first thing we're going to do here is go into CNR, and what we're going to do is a fractional buy. So we'll take $50 of the $100 that we put into our RSP. We'll go $50 into that. We'll buy that stock, and that's going to be CNR, the first stock I'm buying today. Let's go back to the portfolio, and we'll go into the RSP again, and we have $50 left. So we could put the other $50 into TD. We'll do a fractional buy once again. Awesome thing about fractional buys is you don't need to have the exact number or the value of the stock. We can just buy different portions of it. We'll put that through here. We'll confirm the order. And now if you go back inside our portfolio, what that should do is bring us to be just a little bit closer. Now those fractional buys are going to go through at the end of the day, so we don't have to worry about that. But here's the stocks right here. So once again, we'll have about $100 of CNR, about $100 of TD, and we'll have a little bit more ATD, but maybe in the next video, next week, we can kind of, once again, kind of split that across the different stocks. And in the next video, we're probably going to be adding one brand new stock inside the portfolio. So it does get tricky over time when you try to rebalance things like this. But once again, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best you can, and you'll kind of get there over time. Alright guys, so before we end the video, just a quick little recap on everything that's been going on. So it is week number 4. It's been about a 1 month update since doing this case study. As you guys know, we focused on a lot of the basics inside these videos, but we're really just building out the portfolio. And you'll notice as we build out the portfolio that it's not going to be perfect. And when it comes to rebalancing a portfolio, like I mentioned multiple times, it doesn't have to be ideal. You're just trying to get things going. And over time, we probably will use tools to kind of make our job and our life a little bit easier. But for now, we're just doing a quick little recap, kind of covering things that we already talked about. It's been about a month so far, so if you guys are building your portfolio, let me know how you guys are doing in the comment section of today's video. Obviously, not too much happened this week, but that's kind of just the way things go. And I also want to kind of end this video giving you guys one more tip about patience and consistency. This is probably the biggest thing that people struggle with. I think everybody struggles with, because when we invest in the markets, especially when it comes to dividend stocks or dividend growth stocks, it really is a game about patience and keeping in the market and just stay in the course kind of thing. So that's one of the things that we all struggle with, but I just wanted to kind of mention that that's completely normal, and you just got to keep at it. You got to keep putting it in, you got to keep depositing those money, you got to keep growing, and that's basically just the way it works. So we haven't gotten our dividend payments yet. We should be getting maybe our first dividend payment soon inside the portfolio. Maybe next month we will, but of course, because we're buying individual stocks, it's going to take a long ways to get there. And of course, once we do get those dividend payments, we'll start tracking everything, and I'll show you guys all that stuff. So anyways, guys, just a quick little recap on things have been going. Like I mentioned earlier, if you guys want to see the entire case study series, there'll be you guys can go to my YouTube channel on the homepage. You guys can see all the previous videos, so check those out if you're brand new to the channel. But anyways, guys, take care. Hope you have yourself a good week. Once again, like the video and subscribe if you guys enjoy the series, and I'll see you guys later.